Hey everyone, welcome to M9 Prime Gaming, and I'm going to be rating all the maps in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. As you know, yesterday I did the video about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 maps. I know it was a little bit rambly, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more concise. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was my favorite game for the longest time on the PS1, and the fact they brought it back here is fantastic. And now that 3 and 4 Remake is going to be most likely announced March 4th, I am excited. And because I can't wait, I don't know if it's going to be a release date that's going to be announced or a shadow drop. Something's happening because Tony Hawk is definitely there. So basically, I'm going to go through these maps. I love this game so much. I'm excited for 3 plus 4 because that's the ones I didn't really get to play that much as a kid. I don't think I played 4 at all. And again, this is just me talking. There's no cuts or anything. So, excuse me, I'm going to, have to clear my throat here and there. I'm just so excited. So let's start off. Like, this list is probably some of the best maps that I've played in a Tony Hawk game. Let's start with the hangar. This was the first map you get dropped into on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And this is the first game that brought in more and more secrets. Like, the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 has a couple secrets. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 ups that level. Like, this area right here, you gotta grind the propeller, and then you get into this area. This map is iconic. Like, a lot of people know it. I think there was a demo, and the demo was basically this map. If back in the days of demo discs, and it's a solid map. But stuff like this, like I can make the helicopter take off. That's fun, and you learn all this stuff as you're playing. Like, you kind of discover, like, this map has that discovery. Then you get to go outside, and in the remake they made it basically. Like, in the original, there was no snow in the original. And this expands the map quite a bit. It gives you more to do. Like, this area is not special, but it's still fun to see. And, like, breaking the glass, that's always fun. The fact that you can go, like, there's different, like, skate lines in here that are very fun. They've done such a good job. You can skate, you can grind the lights if you can get up there. Like, there's so much to do. And I missed a couple of those V things, but this is a classic. However, it is not the end all be all. Like, this map is fun, but it's not this. Like, you can see they were going for the warehouse of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and expanding on it, and it just doesn't have the effect of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. Like, Pro Skater 1 is like their warehouse is so much better, I would say, than this map, just in terms of like design. It's smaller, but more fun. So the hangar as the first map in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, I would say is a 7.5 out of 10. Like, it's not the best level. There's so many better levels that are coming. Now, if you watched yesterday's video, I said there's a security officer on a golf cart that tries to knock you over in the school. And then I realized near the end of the video that I made a mistake because he's right there. And fun fact for this game, that golf cart is voiced by Jack Black. And this school trounces the school level in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. Okay, that's pretty funny. Like, this map is so much nicer than well, I thought I can go in there. Than Pro Skater 1. Like, there's so many more things to discover. It's so much bigger, and it's still a school. And, like, there's way more secrets. Like, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 in general has more secrets than Pro Skater 1. But there's just so much, like, different things you can do in this map. There's so many more places to go. The skating lines are fantastic. Like, I'm sure everyone's done this one that's played this game. Mind you, I think in the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, you didn't have the option to manual, or they just brought in manual, but you definitely didn't have the option to revert. and like they put in some crazy gaps in here, and it is.
I prefer ice cream to screaming.
Like there are certain places they can get into. I think you can go up in there, but like you kind of have to explore, and it looks so good. Like this map is fantastic. Like the gym area, like the first time you get in here, like what? Because it is kind of like hidden away, but it is inside the school, and then like the pool here, like it's just this is a great level. There's so many fun things we can do in this level. I love it. School 2 is going to get my highest rating so far, which is 9.5 out of 10. Like, this map is so fun. I wish I was better at this game, but again, I haven't played in about a year. Just all this talk of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 got me so excited. I really wanted to just make a video about this because it's something I enjoy. This is the first competition, Marseille, France. I used to hate this map when I was younger because I was not into grinding. But like this map is really well done. Like there's good lines. It's a good size. You can really grind your way across it. There's no like how do I put this? There's good like places to do verts tricks. You kind of have a bowl. Like there's a couple transfer spots. You can see up there. There's a collectible. Like this map is solid. And fun fact, this was the paint scheme of the map, because this is a real place in France. This is the paint scheme that is there when the game was released. In the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, this was totally a different look on the inside because they are modeling it after the real place. So for me, this is a really nice skate park compared to like Burnside or like the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 places. This is so much better. Like as the first competition, this is a solid 8.5 out of 10. Like this map is fun to play. There's lots of technical stuff. You can get really nice lines in there. So like we're going up in school 2 is 9.5, like 8.5 out of 10. This is the first big map, New York City. Like the first time you get in here, the game really opens up. And it is kind of nighttime, but this map has a lot of stuff you can also like get into. Like you can see this pole is right there and goes over to the other side. So it kind of like makes you want to explore because like if you're not very good at this game or you don't want to see what's there, you're gonna get stuck in the first part of New York and it's not that great. But look how much like this expands the map. Like there is a big grind right there. Like you have to be somewhat good, and I think there was a collectible there. Like I kind of want to reset everything and just play, like get all the stuff done because like that's the fun part of the game. Like the collectibles. I don't know. Like I know there's a way to reset everything, but it just the collectible nature of this game, just to get all the stuff, really not forces you, but kind of lets you explore. And like if I had cheats on, this would be so much easier, but like you can go through here and get hit by a train. Like there's so much verticality. You can jump off of this area. There's nothing that guarantees that you're going to make it up here. But they still put it in here. And like it does feel like a city. There are taxis that will run you over. There's like very much how do I put this? Oh yeah, you can follow me. There's like variety. Like it's like the park setting. Like yeah, you wouldn't be able to skateboard on what you call it, the grass like that. But you have set pieces like this mountain, this fountain, not mountain. I think you can grind all of. Like if you're good enough, you can grind it in a circle and it's a gap. Like, oh, I guess not. But like, oh, this is a solid level. It's not as good as the previous levels, I don't think. Like it's fun to explore. But in terms of like your lines and being technical, this one's not as good as School 2. But New York City is still a solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. it's one of those maps that kind of gets a little bit overlooked. It's fun, but there's better maps out there. So next is Venice Beach, and this one is at first might seem boring because like this area is like very much a lot of grinding. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of verticality, but there's a lot of places you can get into, and there's a lot of secret areas too. Like you kind of have to know where you're going. And the one thing I don't like is if you go on the sand, it just like it's kind of hard to see where the boundaries are if you've never played this map. Like this, see, you're not allowed to go out there. But there is so much to explore in this map. Like there are places that you can get into that like you would like you kind of have to play it a couple times to get everything
On your butt.
because like there are areas that are very fun to like look into. Like you're gonna want to be like, oh, what's over there? Like I want to see what's down there. I want to go to that area. This is a fun map. It looks fantastic. The sun and everything. Like I don't know. It looks simple at first, but there's so much to this map. So many areas you can get into. Like the fact you can go almost anywhere in the bounds of this map, and you kind of have to figure out where you're allowed to go and you're not. There's so many different like trick areas. You can grind almost every banner. There's different places you like. I think this is a good map. I prefer this over the not France, the New York map, even though it's smaller, because they have cool stuff like these uh, these transfers over the building, and it looks fantastic. The graffiti it fits perfectly in the theme of Tony Hawk, and they have the gray transfers. Oh, I'm gonna fall off the map. It looks fantastic. It plays fantastic. There's a lot to explore, and like one of the missions is Ollie. Where is that? Hit the 4 VB transfers, which is very fun. I hit one of them in this video. And where is that? Ollie the magic bum 5 times. So basically, he's just teleports every time you ollie him, and it just lets you kind of explore. This map is a solid 8.5. Like I really enjoy this map. I didn't used to, but the more I played, the more I liked it. Now the second competition is Skate Street in Ventura. I don't remember this map off the top of my head that much. Okay, now I do. This is a solid park. Like this gives me those vibes of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 warehouse. But it has like this outside area here that's just hidden away. Like unless you know it's here or you go exploring, you're gonna miss this area because it is well, I guess not there, but like the way I went into it, it kind of just is hidden in the back. And lots of great like skate lines you can figure out. Like you can make a really nice combo from a lot of these lines, which I think is fantastic. It's well like lit. It's well like there's so many different areas you can go into, and like the fact there's a bowl up here. Like this is a skate park that looks fun, and there's just so much variety in such a small space. And I usually like the bigger maps, but I mean this is a competition map, and it is done so well. Like I forgot how to bounce off the, but this is a solid map. Like this is 8.5. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This is 8.5 out of 10 for me. Like I like Skate Street. Again, I prefer the maps that let you explore, but for a competition map, this is definitely 8.5 for me. Like it is such a fun map to play around in, and it just flows so well. It looks like somewhere you'd want to spend time in. Next, we got Philadelphia. Let's see. Oh yes, Philadelphia. This is reminiscent of one. Which Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 map was it from yesterday? I guess San Francisco, kind of maybe. But again, this is like a big area. Like this looks like a corporate. Like you'd expect a lot of corporate stuff around here. and like it's kind of derelict, like the fountain's off, and it kind of looks boring when you start. But then there's so many places you can go, you can get into that are just not like available right away, but you kind of have to work to get into like this. The fact that you can go here and kind of waste your time, but then there's also like hidden areas off to the sides that you just kind of have to know where they are. And I'll be honest with you right now, I don't remember where some of them are, but I know they're there. And there's some good skate lines. You can go up on those, like, I think you can get up on those buildings, but there's lots of areas you can get into that you kind of have to explore. Like, this is not an easy one to get into. There are parts of this map that are just, you have to work to get into them, which is fine because, like, the game shouldn't be the easiest thing in the world. I just don't remember where they are, which makes for a terrible video. But like, I know you can grind those lines, and I think get into a certain area from there. But I mean, if you're not good at this game, which is me right now, this map is kind of boring. Like, this would be like a 6 or a 7. But I know this map has potentials. I just don't remember where those potentials are, which is very bad. But I swear this map is pretty good. It's just, I made it look terrible. So I have to say this is a 7 out of 10. Because it doesn't, my eye doesn't get drawn into anything here. Also, like, I'm playing 2 minutes, and I haven't played this map in ages, but like, there is potential here, but it's not the best. Like, I think this is one of the weaker maps in the whole collection. Like, the hangar, like, I'm not gonna say anything yet, because we still have 2 more. This is the 3rd competition, which is the bull ring. This map is pretty great, because you see that? You can do that corkscrew. You can do that loop-de-loop. Like, this map, for a competition map, it's fantastic. I just don't know if I'll be able to do it within a speed. It's kind of trippy. The game kind of isn't meant for that. And like, you think you're confined to this small space, but you're not. Like, there's so much out there. Like, you can get into the stands. You can go and ride with the bulls. Like, the whole area is available. And yeah, like, yeah, I'm going over poop and whatnot. And that bull will hit you. But like, you kind of have to have a lot of, not a lot of skill, but more skill than I'm having right now just to be able to get in. I don't know why I got stuck in here again. That's not what I wanted to do. But there's so much variety, so many different like lines you can go into. There's no like, there's a lot of possibilities, and I just can't. My skill level's not high enough to show you those possibilities right now. But I do appreciate that they added the vert in this game. So I make my specials quite easy. It's either up, down, or left, right, because why not? But the bull ring is a solid 8.5 out of 10. And with the right skill level, you can even say it's a little bit higher. But 8.5, like, this is a fun map. There's lots to do, lots of extra, like, how do I put this? Like, there's gaps, and like, you can hit stuff and get more points. Like, it's a fun, very compact level, and that's the big one. Now, Chopper Drop originally in the game in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was a secret level. Like, you had to unlock it. I can't say there's a point, or like, how do I put this? This is not a special, like, in terms of like complex. This is just a giant half pipe. Like, that's all of this is. There's nothing. I don't think you can. From what I remember, you can only stay in this half pipe of a container ship. There's no like way to get into the other parts of the ship. Like, it's only a big half pipe. It's novel. It's fun. Like, you got the helicopter. that kind of drops you, which is fun, but it's a boring level overall. Like, it's a fun little touch. They had to put it in. Like, it was a fun little Easter egg, which is now just a level. And I'm doing terribly because there's not much to explore here in terms of getting the points and whatnot. Like, you can't even do a good grind. Okay, I made a mistake. You can actually go here. This is... How do I put this? In the original game, this was not here. You can do it, but again, it's still a very simple map. Like, I think they added this just so there's something to do. Like, and that's it. And then just right back to where you came from. It's a fun, like, map, but I really wish it had walls to keep me from falling. I don't know what to say. It's hard to talk 2 minutes about a map that's just a giant half-pipe. This is a 5 out of 10. It's a fun novelty, but like, I wouldn't spend too much time here unless I was playing with like friends. I could see this being a good horror, so like how many tricks you can do and like high score stuff, because it's just such a simple map. But those are my thoughts on the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Let's go to the main menu and then I'll give them a nice ranking. And again, the music is turned off because YouTube will just take everything away from me. So in terms of my top 3, number 1, I'm going to say School 2. That is such a fun... yeah, School 2 is number 1. Number 2 is Venice Beach. It looks fantastic. Lots of good skate lines. You can spend lots of hours there. Number 3 is kind of... Oh, I totally forgot about Skate Heaven. It wasn't showing up. So we'll do that as a bonus. Because this was not in the original, I don't think. I don't remember this map at all from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And I played a lot of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And then, if I had to pick a number 3, oh, it's a tough one between Marcel and Skate Street. Those are like kind of a I would say Marcel. Like, it's just a very tight technical map. It's fun, but Skate Street has more options. But I'm still gonna say Marcel. So, School, Hangar, Marcel, which is the first 3 maps. Which kind of, actually no, I said School, Venice Beach, and Marcel. But yeah, those I think are the best 3 maps. Personally, they're the most fun. Let's do a quick Skate Heaven at the end. I don't remember this map at all. I think this was added for this game. Because, I mean, it's just... I mean, this is not even remotely close to being able to be, like, a real location. I don't think this was in there. If it was, I don't remember it. And it wasn't showing up on the selection screen when I was doing it from inside the game. And yeah, it has the loop. Kind of trippy. I do like this part where it's like you go from one area and you teleport to another. Oh. I don't know, it's a fun map. It's definitely one of those maps where you can... Lots to explore. Looks great. I'm playing it in performance mode, so 120 frames per second, make it buttery smooth. Sorry, this video can't be 4K if I'm doing that, but there's lots of nice lines. Like, you gotta spend some time in here to be able to get the most of it, because there's kind of a lot going on, but there's also very easy to fall off the map. Like, they have kind of borrow from, it feels like, a couple maps. I kind of put it all together. I'm sure... Well, that's not very nice. You told me I suck, which is true right now. But yeah, there's I don't even know what happened there. Yeah, there's... I don't know. If I had to rate this map, I would say... in terms of, like, fun, probably 8 out of 10. I don't like the fact you can fall off everywhere. Like, Like the fact that it's kind of like a floating space. Sometimes it looks like you can go somewhere, but then you can't. 8 out of 10. It's a solid map for what it is, but it's not one of the main core pillars. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I do appreciate it. And hopefully we get 3 for a remake. Um, I hope it's a shadow drop, but I'd be okay if it just comes out in a couple months. And I'll definitely be looking forward to playing that game. Tony Hawk is a fantastic game. And now I'm going to stop this video, turn on the music, and play it the right way. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate that you made it this far. And happy gaming.